Which brings us to the main event of the night. So glad this main evented.
Dude, oh
So
my God! I was thinking the
freaking
exact same
glad.
thing. Is when I heard this was gonna be the, I saw the, fuckboy Buckethead and Rainy Boredom wrestle. I was just like, okay, that's a plus. And I'm so glad they made this the last match, because this match was fucking awesome. This easily was the best match of the night. It's one of my favorite matches of the year. This is a memorable Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah, definitely.
And
Definitely.
I have a lot to discuss about this match.
It was Dean Ambrose taking on Seth Rollins with Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury in their corner, a.k.a. the Stooges 2.0.
Stooges 2.0, the Cruiserweight division. I love Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose, because he's got that psychotic, he's like the anti-hero who goes against the authority. He's like a great protagonist. He's not good or bad. He's just right down the middle.
Yeah.
He's unpredictable, and just his mannerisms alone is worth the price of admission. The match starts out with him just going batshit crazy. He's got a Singapore cane, on his back, like he's
like a pool cue case.
Yeah. And he goes to the ring, starts chucking chairs, like if it was an ECW crowd when they're chucking chairs.
He checks chairs. He has like a backpack of something. He throws that in there.
I don't know what was entirely in that back. Was it like tongs and some other shit?
No, it was a wrench. It was a hammer or something.
It was tools. Okay, I couldn't tell because of the quality of the video at times. And he.
Oh, it was a screwdriver.
And then he pulled.
Yeah.
And this is the ring, and he's going like this.
Looks up.
And he looks up, and I'm just like,
oh my God.
Gets out, and this is probably one of my favorite parts of the whole entire pay-per-view. He just looks at the crowd, and he's looking up up at the gate, and then he goes, I think this is what he said.
I'm going up!
I think he said, we all gonna die. Is that what he said?
We all gonna die tonight.
He said, I'm like, yeah!
Yes!
And he's going up, the crowd's going fucking nuts. And then all of a sudden, here comes Seth Rollins. Oh, he sold this so good. He's like, get down here! He's like being I would say it was like a chicken heel, but a funny chicken heel.
Yeah.
And then here comes, Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury.
They're sent to go up and get him.
Get your ass, get up there! And then all of a sudden, he didn't want to go. He's like, you want me up there? I'll go up there! And he's about to climb, and he's like, no, you too, get your asses up there!
Yep.
So
they go up there.
They get up there on top of the Hell in a Cell to get Ambrose, and then Ambrose takes out that Singapore cane, starts beating the shit out of both of them, and that's how.
Then Rollins comes from behind and beats him.
Sorry about that. Yes, Seth Rollins come behind, and they start brawling. Crowd's going crazy, and remember, might I add, the match hasn't even started. And this is where the 3-on-1 comes into play, and he gets the Singapore cane, starts beating the hell out of him, and then Seth Rollins is like, all right, I want to end this guy. Grab him. We're going to throw him off. So they're trying to, I was like, oh, shit.
Like the Mick Foley shit.
And he's like, we're going to throw him off. So, but Ambrose gets the better, gets the upper advantage, and okay, this is the part that made me nervous, is he suplexes Jamie Noble on the top of the cage. I'm just like,
don't break. Please don't break. Please don't break.
Oh, God, don't. Is this going to break? He's going to fall like 15 feet into the mat, because the
on top of the chairs, too.
I forgot about that.
The screwdriver up his ass.
The new structure Hell in a Cell, it's 20 feet high. And the apron's, 3 to 4 feet? So that would have been about at least a 15 feet drop.
Yeah.
Give or take. And then Seth Rollins tried to make his escape.
Yeah, and then here comes Ambrose, right behind his coattails.
And they're on the second beam, or the first beam, I should say, or the second half of the Hell in a Cell match. And bottom, that's really high out, folks, because if you look at it from height-wise from your head, from the feet, it's about 10 feet. From your head-wise, it's about 15 feet.
Right.
Okay? And he's just hammering him. They're both hammering each other. I mean, this is really reminiscent towards Shawn Michaels' 1997 Hell in a Cell.
You know what? Watching throughout this match, I was thinking the exact same thing. This was the exact same thing.
but it was cool nonetheless.
It was.
And all of a sudden, Dean Ambrose sacrifices himself by
Headbutting him,
headbutt, which knocked him out. They both let go, and they fall on their own announce tables. And when I saw that first, I thought Seth Rollins was going to fall. I didn't know both of them.
Yeah, I had a feeling both of them were going to go through it.
And man, they hit hard.
Well, I knew Seth was going to go through because there was nothing, as you saw, there was nothing on that table.
Well, they always go to this tables.
Yeah, but there was nothing on it though.
No, there's
no
they kind
paint.
of cleared the way. And
right.
Here's the thing: if you see Seth Rollins and how he landed, dude, like okay, Dean Ambrose, he landed pretty well. You know, Seth Rollins, he landed too close to the edge, and he rolled.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh man.
He'll feel that in the morning.
Oh yeah, and this is also reminiscent towards Mick Foley and the Undertaker's illness.
Kind of.
Because, you know, now here comes the... You know what? I talk too much. I'm going to let you take it over because...
Part 2.
I don't want to...
All right. So yeah, the stretcher... Both are placed onto a stretcher until Ambrose wakes up. Well, they were on stretchers for like a couple minutes or so. And then Ambrose wakes up and attacks Seth Rollins. And then the match officially starts. When they both enter the cell, they lock it. The match starts. Ambrose took out some duct tape and a chair from under the ring. Not sure why he took out some duct tape, but he did.
I would have laughed. I would have been... I actually wish he would use the duct tape. Because, you know, Ambrose is so creative. I was like, well, I wonder what you can do with that.
Huh.
You know?
So he takes out duct tape, throws it away, brings another chair in the ring, sits on the chair and tries to insult Rollins for his betrayal.
He's just fucking trolling all. And he says this. I had to write this down. He's like, now you pay for it. You stabbed me in the back, you son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch, you stay for it. Yeah, that's right.
And what does he do afterwards?
Ambrose tries to pull Rollins through cinder blocks once again, but Rollins avoids it.
Oh, no, you skipped a little bit too much ahead.
He brings out the cinder blocks, doesn't he?
No. That's way later in the match. He goes, now you're going to pay for you something. He takes the chair, and he starts beating the fucking holy man
and then
shit out of him.
Yeah, that's right. And then he gets backdropped in the chair. Yeah. Ambrose gets backed up on the chair.
Oh, man. He gets back suplex right into those pile of chairs. I'm like, oof. And then...
though the cell was designed to prevent some outside interference, Kane showed up at one point, and sprayed a fire extinguisher in Ambrose's face.
I was like, man, he is a demon, because the fucker just came out of nowhere.
What the hell is that?
Oh, there was another spot I wanted to talk about, I'm sorry. It was the missile drop kick when Dean Ambrose runs to the ropes, does a missile drop kick, hits Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins goes flying into the back of the Hell in a Cell cage.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty nice.
And the
table
unbalanced
spots.
table, where Seth Rollins sets this table...
Powerbomb? Yeah. It was leaning towards the wall of the cell.
Where are they going? Like he counters, he knocks him down, and then Dean Ambrose goes on the second turnbuckle and does like a fucking elbow drop on that table. I didn't know what was going to happen with that table. And I was just like, damn,
That was the second one.
No, that was the first one.
That was the first one. And then Kane sprays him in the face.
Him with the
Fire extinguisher. Seth Rollins powerbombs him through the second one.
The first table that was set up, it was set up kind of vertically, and Seth Rollins picks him up, power bombs Dean Ambrose through the table, and the way the table broke, he took that landing hard because the middle part didn't break to secure his landing. It was towards the last third of it.
Right.
Therefore, he just got scrunched right in. I was like, oh man. I mean, this is some good shit here.
Now we get to the climax of the match. Rollins executes his signature curb stomp on Dean Ambrose, but Dean Ambrose kicks out at 2.
And then
he hits Dirty Deeds.
He was about to go for it on the briefcase, and then Seth Rollins does this amazing. What kind of kick is that? It's like a roundhouse. It's
like Enziguri.
Thank you. An Enziguri kick, which proceeds to have Dean Ambrose to go back and does this awesome. I love
clothesline.
That JBL should applaud that shit when it comes to
Yep.
clothesline.
He,
Fucking
yeah,
clotheslines and does a backflip.
does a backflip, does a clothesline. He
Brings out the
sets up.
cinder block.
What's that?
He brings out the cinder blocks.
Brings out the cinder blocks. He goes for a curb stomp onto Seth Rollins. He's going to steal his own finishing maneuver. And just when everything seems to go Dean Ambrose's way, the lights go out. You hear this like thing in Pig Latin, I think it was.
It was like
French or Pig Latin or something.
It's like a sinister ritual speaking.
So we see the lights come back on. Everybody's got their little flasher things. We see the lantern. And then we see the light come down on the hologram. Then we see smoke. And then we see like this or the lantern. And then we see a hologram.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what that was.
I don't know what that was. I watched that over and over again. I'm just like, what was that? And
out of the blue, my favorite superstar makes his return. Bray Wyatt reemerges from the cloud of smoke and gives him a big old splash to Dean Ambrose.
Okay, now, and after that, Seth
He does the whole
Rollins-
spider walk. He hits him with like this rock bottom thing. And then Rollins crawls over, gets the 1, 2, 3.
Okay, Alexander the Great, what did I say in predictions? What did I say?
What did you say?
Dean Ambrose was going to kick his ass. Yes, Seth Rollins was going to find a way at the end to win. And oh my God, but I was not expecting this. Now,
I wasn't either.
You asked me about what I thought about this, and I'll be honest with you. I have mixed reactions. Let me explain.
Okay.
Now, this, obviously, in the end, this is going to set up two feuds. One of them is Seth Rollins and Randy Orton.
Yep.
Which I want to see that happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really interested. And the other one, Dean Ambrose and Bray Wyatt.
That is going to be epic.
Fuck yeah!
That's going to be epic.
Two best superstars in the business right now. And they're going to clash.
Just think of the promos.
Oh, they're gonna be fucking. These two guys are the best workers. They do the best. They take the best bumps. They're the most charismatic and the most
Over with the fans.
But here's the thing: when you saw Bray Wyatt, interfere with the match, you heard a lot of the crowd booing.
Yeah.
But okay, here's my problem. I wish. Okay, this is what I wish would happen: is one of them to get the clean win. Okay, Dean Ambrose gets the win by curb stomping him,
Mm-hmm.
and then Bray Wyatt shows up.
Yeah. But I love the way... personally, not my opinion.
That return was fucking awesome.
Personally, in my opinion, I thought the return was freaking epic. It definitely... I got a little reminiscent thinking about Kane, how he debuted 17 years ago. Kind of the same way.
You know what? It kind of is.
Except we didn't see a debut. It was a reemergence. And we knew Bray Wyatt was going to come back at some point.
I thought it was going to be in this
I just didn't know it was going to be so soon.
And that was... Oh, I need to go back and watch that hologram and see who the hell that was.
But seriously, though, that has to be one of the greatest returns I've ever seen.
Oh, that was unbelievable. I just didn't like the conclusion to the match, per se, but that return itself is fucking glorious.
That was freaking epic. Absolutely 100% epic. Now a lot of people are complaining about the ending. A lot of people wanted Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose to main event, but then people on the internet bitch and complain about how the main event ended.
Okay, you rather have
Makes
that
no
or
sense.
you rather have fucking Gravedigger as the main event.
Much better than John Cena and Randy Orton main eventing.
Dude, okay, yeah, remember what I said? Yeah, I didn't like the conclusion to the Hell in a Cell match. However, it still had an awesome return.
Exactly.
If this was not the main event, and you have Buckethead winning with the Fireman's carry into a slam, and he gets the #1 contenders match, I would have took a big